hey, there's coffee, and Illidan is wanting cuddles because it's his dinner time. So I thought I would do some updates, and yeah, I thought it would be better if he was here. So if I can see he's okay. He's, it looked like it was just a kidney infection. They gave him some antibiotics, and he's just been on a, like, wait and see kind of thing. In 2 weeks' time, I'll call the vet and just be like, yeah, we've had no more issues. He hasn't thrown up anymore or anything. So, then they'll probably do like some more urine tests and stuff to make sure it's all gone. But he's okay. You little freak. You had me so freaking worried. Such a jerk. You're not allowed to get sick. But yes, he's alright. He has shaved bits, and it's hilarious. Like on his arm, right here, and on his neck. I'll turn him around. Oh. And on his neck, like here. He's got shaved bits. But yes, he's alright. Aren't you, you jerk? Go on. Yes, you're okay. And you almost fall off my desk. Yeah, okay. So, he's alright. I don't know what he's doing. He's half standing on my knee. Thanks, dude. I needed that. So, yeah, he's alright. Luckily, our vet didn't charge us as much as they'd quoted us. Our vet's really good. And because, I think it's because the area I live in and the area that the vet's in, it's only like a couple blocks away from where I live, so it's not far. But, it's like a low socioeconomic area, so I think they're pretty reasonable with their prices and stuff, and they set up like payment plans and stuff for people who can't pay all at once and that kind of thing. Just because it's the area, like, people don't have a lot of money here, but we all love our pets, so yeah. It was really tough because the first day we took him to the vet, we got there just as a lady was leaving from putting her dog down, and I got like the worst burst of empathy, and I was like sitting there trying so hard not to cry, like my eyes are tearing up and everything. I'm just like, oh god. And then when we were leaving, a lady came in with a dog that she'd found, like a stray, um, and the dog seemed friendly enough. He was a little freaked out, but he was pretty friendly overall. Um, and yeah, it was just like the juxtaposition of like having to put a pet down and then saving someone else's pet and stuff, and yeah. So, yeah. Illidan, please stop walking and knocking over all my stuff. I will feed you in a minute. Yes, I'm talking to you. You just fucking keep walking on my shit, don't you? That's all you do, walk all over my shit. But yeah, money-wise, it's a bit tight at the moment. It was an unexpected cost on top of bills and rent and all sorts of stuff. And at the moment, our lease is up now on where we are now, so we have to decide if we are staying here, renting somewhere else, or what we're doing. So, yeah, it's all up in the air and stuff. I'm still job hunting. I'm having no luck whatsoever, which is frustrating the hell out of me. Um, I've I'm still in this weird mindset where I'm just unmotivated to do anything, and it feels like I know I'm not blacking out, but I feel like I'm blacking out sometimes. I'm just losing time. Um, and I'm having trouble recalling what I did for that, 3-4 hours that have magically gone past all of a sudden. And it's really bugging me. I know I should be doing, I know there's no shortage of things that I could be doing. I've started doing my puzzles again, because I've set it up in the spare room so that I can have my puzzle out. We got some plastic sheeting to put over it so that I don't have to try and pack it away, because I hate those fucking puzzle roll things. They're such a rort. I hate them. So I've started doing a puzzle again, which means I now want to buy more puzzles because I like puzzles. I've got cross stitching I could be doing. Like, I've got 19 projects at the moment that I could be stitching on, and like today is the most that I've stitched in quite a while. I have books that I could read. I have games that I can play. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. Like, I don't even. It's not even that I'm just sitting and scrolling through Facebook for hours at a time. Like, I'm not even spending that much time on Facebook or anything. It's just, I don't know where the time is going. Fucking ants everywhere. I swear to God. I have ant baits down in my room, and I think I might need to go to get a different type of ant bait, because they're obviously not freaking working. And, like, it's not like there's a whole line of ants going after something. It's just like one or two ants randomly. Except now, I've been starting to find them in my cross stitching, and that no. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So one of the things I've decided is for February, to try and get me out of this slumpy, time losing, whatever. I'm doing little things, and to start with, for February, I'm going to be reading a book a day. So far, I've read. Well, yesterday was the 1st of February, so I finished a book that I was about halfway through, and then I read a graphic novel as well. Today, I started and finished a book. Any days in February where I've got to go out and do things and stuff, I'll make do. Like, I'll read like a graphic novel or two and count that. But I'm going to be updating my blogger with the books that I read and links to them on Goodreads and everything, so you can check that out, and hopefully I actually stick to it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But apart from that, I've just got to try and, like, I don't know what it is, it's just every year I just seem to. It always feels like I have less and less money every damn year. And, yeah. And I know, like, having to pay the vet bills and stuff kind of contributes to that in a big way. But, yeah, at the moment, I just. Financially, I'm very stressed. And I also feel guilty because there were a few things that I bought and paid for before Illidan went to the vet on eBay, and I'm just like, oh, it's like it's already sent. It's like, well, I can either pay to send it back and get my money back, but then lose out on shipping costs, or I can just deal. And yeah, it just makes me feel guilty. It's making me feel guilty. I'm happy with the stuff that I'm buying, but it makes me feel guilty too. Like, I hate that feeling. That's why I'm working my ass off trying to find a job, is because I hate feeling guilty for buying things. I don't think you should ever feel guilty for buying things that are for your hobbies or your pets or to spoil people or whatever. Like, I just don't think. This is where I'm doing the David Bowies. That's all I've done. Like, yeah. I've done 2 of the faces today, so, yeah. But, what I did get. Damn it, I dropped that. Get back up here. What I did get was, these are Teresa Wentler's carousel horses, and it's winter and summer in the actual ones. And then I'll just have to make working copies from them. But, the seller got gypped when she bought the set, and they sent her photocopies of the other 2, so she sent me a message and was like, hey, this is what happened, but spring and fall are in photocopies, because that's what was sent to me when I bought them. And yeah, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I trust that you didn't photocopy them yourself, kind of thing. So yeah, they're photocopies, but yeah, technically copyright infringing. But yeah, they only cost me what they cost me, $3 for all four. So yeah. Apart from that, I got another fucking ant. I swear, like most of my time is spent finding these stray ants and killing them. I got this pencil wallet for my fine liners. I've almost filled the damn thing. I need to buy some more, so I do actually fill it. But yes. So now they are arranged, sort of. I don't know. I'm still tossing up whether I want to sort them like by brand and then color, or just leave them as color. And these arrived today. Andrew pays for these technically, because I pay for Netflix. So some more of the art therapy magazines, the 3 issues. Like, apparently they're up to issue 45 in the States, and I just got issues 12 and 13, and a back copy of 8, because they forgot to send it to me before. I was just like, what the hell are you guys doing? And, where did I put them? Oh, they're not an easy reach, are they? Oh, of course they aren't. They're way over there. Got it. Come over here. Oh. How am I gonna get rid of that bit? Anyway, and apart from that, I was like in this huge depression spiral this weekend. And on Sunday we went to the shops, get a few things, and I found some cheap colouring books. And I feel so guilty for buying them, but these are ones that have been on my wish list for ages. So I got tattoo designs, owls, and nature mandalas. They didn't have the steampunk one. This is the series that has the steampunk one. I want the steampunk one. And then I found these ones, which cost me $5 for 2, and those are cats and dogs, and mandalas one. So there'll be reviews going up for those. Eventually, I just gotta film them. What else? I still haven't done any Warhammer painting. I might do that in the next couple of days, though. We'll see how it goes. At the moment, it's just the job hunting thing that's driving me insane, because I'm gonna open these while I talk. Because, yeah. It's just the job hunting thing, because it's just like, open a job ad, entry-level position, blah, 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 and they want a degree and several years' experience, and the new thing that I'm seeing now is that every single job that I come across, no matter what it is, they want a driver's license and a car. I physically cannot drive. Like, how am I supposed to apply for a job? They're like, oh yeah, by the way, I don't have a license and a car because I'm crippled. Like, they're not gonna... I can't say that I'm disabled or that I have a physical disability, because then they're gonna discriminate against me straight away. So, yeah. That one's cool. I like that one. This is one of your dreams. So I'm, like, stuck, because, like, how do I job hunt when everyone wants licenses and stuff, and how do I say, well, I can't drive, but I can get there, like, without saying, yeah, it's because I got a disability. I know, I use the word cripple too often. There's this whole movement, and I think I've spoken about it before on here, it's called cripple punk. And it's that whole idea of, like, the fundamentals of the punk lifestyle of, like, just being in your face and there and being unapologetic for existing the way that you are, and that, for people with disabilities. And I love the movement. I really do. And, yeah. I mean, that way, if I keep referring to, if I keep calling myself a cripple, then when people do it to try and offend me, it's like, whatever. Just fuck off. But, yes. What else has been happening? I'm actually making friends. Some people know, some people don't, whatever. One of the things that I'm into is like the BDSM fetish stuff, and it's been a long time since I've been to any events and that kind of thing, but I actually went to a party 2 weeks ago, and it was actually really good, and I met people, and I spoke to people who I'd never met before, and I mean, I was shy, I was a little awkward, but overall not too bad. And yeah, I'm actually going to be going to another one in a couple weeks' time, and it's just been really good. Like, I I felt a little shy and stuff, and I was a little timid, but overall it was good. Like, yeah. Um, and now I've actually met people, and these are people that want to engage in like BDSM play and stuff like that, which is awesome. 'Cause it's been 5 years since I've done anything related to that, even remotely, just because I was in a relationship, and then I wasn't in a relationship, but then I was dealing with the disability stuff. And I mean, it's still kind of nerve-wracking, coming out into any scene. But what I've noticed is that, because I went to the BDSM party one weekend, and then I went to a goth event the weekend after, I actually had more assholes and a worse time at the goth event than I did at the fet one, where I was surrounded by people I didn't know, um, in a scene that I hadn't been a part of for like 5 years. That, the people that I did know from that time when I used to be in it didn't know anything about my knees and my disability and stuff because I didn't know. Um, and there were no issues. Like, there were just none. And it just sort of blows my mind because I went to the Fed event and they were all lovely and they were like, oh, let us know if you need any help with anything. And, it starts off with like a munch, like a social night sort of thing, like at a bar. You have dinner and a few drinks, a couple games, and just sort of chat and get to know each other and stuff. And then they have like a party afterwards, which is where like the actual play and stuff like that happens. For some people don't. I mean, it's, individual sort of stuff. And I went to both. So at the munch, I stayed in my chair, except for when I had to go to the bathroom, because there wasn't quite enough space. They did have a disability bathroom, but they had some tables and chairs in an awkward position, because they just did. Um, and for the party, I left the chair down the bottom, because there is a little step to get into the sort of play areas, and then there's a play area downstairs and upstairs. I didn't go to the downstairs one because someone told me that it's like a basement sort of thing, so it's got like a really low roof, and I was like, I don't want to risk something happening if that's the case. Just count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't want to like get stuck down there or something, and it'd just be awkward and horrible. So I didn't go downstairs. I did go upstairs a few times, and I played it. I took it really easy. I made sure that I was sitting down a lot. I didn't push myself too much. I just sort of listened to my body. I also had a few glasses of wine, so the pain is not as bad after I've had a few glasses of wine. But it was good, and I mean, I got a few people who sort of looked at me a little strangely because they'd seen me at the munch in the chair. But nothing, no abuse, no funny comments, nothing like that. Just a few odd looks, which I get because it's not, unfortunately, common knowledge that wheelchair users can sometimes walk. Um, and yeah, but like when I went to the goth event last weekend, I got called an it and was told that I didn't belong. And this is something that happens at this event quite regularly, actually. Um, and it just, and it sort of clicked that the reason I was so afraid to go back into the fetish scene was because I thought people would be assholes the same way they are in the goth scene. But it's not the case, because people in the fet scene are awesome, and just the fet scene in general, like, they're body positive, they're kink positive, they're just, it's just everything. They don't give a shit. If you're being safe and sane and consensual, you're not breaking any laws, they don't give a fuck. And it's awesome. And I miss that. So, I'm really proud of myself for getting back out there and doing it. This is one of the things about me too, is I'm not shy about my interest in it. I don't put a whole lot of value on separating my personal life from my kink life or anything like that. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I'm into what I'm into, and if you don't like it, unclick the subscribe button. I really don't care. Yeah. So this is going to be like a chatty video. It's probably going to be a long one, because usually I don't really chat to people. I'm hoping that I can get into some hangouts and stuff soon. I've been so bad with it. Like, I'll think, yes, I can sit down and chill out for a couple of hours, and oh, look, there's a hangout up. And then it's like, oh, wait, no shit, I have to go do this, or I have to do this, and I have to do this. And then I get stuck in the fucking weird, unmotivated loop thing, and it's just like, wait, it's been like 4 hours, where the fuck did that go? So, yeah. What else has been happening? Started a new Sims 4 game. I decided not to do any of the setup challenges that people have put up. Like, I was looking at doing, like, the Black Widow challenge and stuff. I've decided to do my own little challenge, and I didn't record it. I got a few short videos, but, we'll see if I feel like recording it or not. But I'm doing a graveyard challenge, a personal graveyard challenge, which is sort of like a twist on the Black Widow challenge, which is just basically I'm going to marry a bunch of people and kill them off and make my own graveyard. So far, I got 4. Yeah. And it was really funny because there's a YouTuber who does gaming and stuff. He's also on Vine that I watch, called Daz Black, and he does the Sims 4 Sunday. And one of the characters married his character is called Nipples, and Nipples married Summer, and then Nipples caught on fire at the fireplace, and Summer just sort of stood there, didn't try to extinguish him or anything, even though Daz was like commanding her to extinguish him. So it was just like this sort of thing of like, fuck you, Summer, how dare you, bitch. So I'm playing it last night, and I've just started a new game. I've built up a nice house and stuff. I send my sim to the park because it's the easiest way to meet new sims and like lots of new sims at the same time. And one of the first people I see is Summer Holiday. She's the same sim and the same outfit and everything from Daz's game. I'm just like, I just found my first victim. So I did. I married her, and then I burnt her alive. I put her in a little room with a fireplace, and she burned. And it was funny. It was like that sort of poetic justice. You let Nipples burn, and now you will burn. And I did put the video up on YouTube last night? Yeah. So, yeah, that's what that's about. Yeah. And then I married and killed another woman called Eliza Pancakes. And because her last name was Pancakes, actually, I convinced her to leave her husband, then married her, and then killed her. I put her in a little room, and she starved to death, because I thought that would be somewhat ironic, because her last name was Pancakes. That's what I put on her gravestone, too. And then there were these 2 dude bros, and I was like, yeah. So I put them into a small room, made them hate each other, and then I just let them starve. I was trying to get them, because apparently you can kill a sim in Sims 4 by making them so angry that they basically have a heart attack. And that's sort of what I was aiming for. It didn't happen, but yeah. Apparently you can do that. You can also embarrass a sim to death, and you can laugh a sim to death. I'm kind of disappointed, though, that overeating was not a way to kill a sim, because it would have been sort of, I starve one sim, make another one overeat until they burst. Would you like a mint? It's wafer thin. If anyone's watching long enough to get that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I played Sims 4 for a while. Been playing some Heroes of the Storm. Played a little bit of WoW. I haven't really touched Fallout 4 lately. And now there's a new game that I want, but it's like $20 on Steam, and I was like, no. I'll have to wait until I see it on sale at some point. It's called Slime Rancher. And it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You catch and raise slimes and stuff. I don't know why that sort of game appeals to me, but it does. The only game that I want more than that at the moment is there's a new Age of Mythology expansion pack. Now, I got pissed off because I have Age of Mythology. I already have it. But mine is one of the old disc versions. It's Age of Mythology Deluxe, and it's got the Titans expansion. I can't put this onto Steam. I can't use this unless I install it on my computer and then play it from my computer. And I can't just buy the expansion that they've just released on Steam and play it with this even if I install this on my computer, because they're two different versions of the game, even though the game is exactly the same. And I'm pissed because this cost me, it still has the receipt in it, it cost me $30 back in the day, and I now have to buy another copy of Age of Mythology to get the new expansion. And it just pisses me off. Like, I went and bought Fallout 4, cost me almost $60, and I still feel guilty about buying it, but, it cost me, like, almost $60, and I couldn't even play it straight from the disc. I had to install part of it, and then I had to download through Steam, and then play it that way. But I've got this other game that I can't even activate on Steam. I can attach it to Steam, but I can't play the expansion with it, even though it's the exact same game. And it just shits me. Like, I've already got the game. I don't want to buy a second copy of it. And no one's going to buy that one off me, so I can't even reimburse myself. Like, they've got it on sale, and it's like $15 for Age of Mythology and the expansion. I don't have $15 at the moment. As it is, I've got to pay Fiberlicious Club ants. And yeah, like, I mean, all the vet stuff's paid off. That's fine. It's just a matter of spending money, like spare money. There's not much at the moment, and I don't want to like back out of the monthly club because I always just feel really shitty. Like, I'm always really careful about signing up to stuff like that because I know that I can't just, oh no, I can't do it this month. I'm really, really sorry. I feel really bad doing it. It's like, no, I have to do it because, the person is sort of counting on that income, especially like just like small businesses and stuff. Like, the person is counting on that little bit of income and stuff, and I can't do it. That's, yeah. So, yeah. That's my little gaming related rant. I've been sitting here talking for like half an hour. Again, it doesn't feel like it's been half an hour, but I guess it has. So I should probably go because it's going to be long enough. Yeah. So, yeah. Illidan's alright. He's sleeping on everything that I own at the moment. No surprise, it's a cat. Um, and yeah, that's it for now. I'm pretty sure my blog link is down in the thingy below, so if you want to have a look and keep an eye on what books I'm reading, look at that. Or you can follow me on Goodreads, and it also shows up on my Facebook too when I update stuff, so you'll see it. The only thing I haven't been updating is my Instagram because I've been really bad at that. Um, yeah, and I mean just not really had much to really take photos of recently either. And like I don't want to talk about all the stuff that I'm getting in the mail because even though I got it before Illidan was in the vet, it's just like I feel bad. I just yeah. I need to get better at not giving a shit. That's what I need to do. Just stop giving a shit. But that's it for now. It's like 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock and the sun's only just starting to go down now. But I have to go do dinner. Doing a silver side in the slow cooker. It's been in there for 7 hours, 7.5 hours. So it's still got a little while to go, but I'm doing roast veggies with it, so I'll go and start the roast veggies in a second. Cut and peel potatoes. I fucking hate cutting and peeling potatoes. There's another rant. Fucking cut and peeling shit. I hate it. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you guys at some other point. Where's the button?